if he's not the top 3 hip hop artist of the year, I don't know who the fuck that deserves to be in it more.
Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip.
No clearance.
All right. Speaking of Drake and musicians, let's talk about your top 3 hip hop artists
of the year.
For the year 2022.
Yeah, may I go first?
Yeah, you go first.
Yeah,
all right.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna get my
allow
3,
it.
and then I got a couple honorable mentions. Right.
Well, you don't want to snake it.
So, okay, we can snake
This
it.
nigga said, "I want all of the glory."
Hey, real quick. Never mind. I'm gonna just do it. All right. So,
Okay.
First off, actually, I'm gonna go ahead and say Drake. 2 albums in the year. Honestly, never mind. Her Loss. You got to give him some credit for that. That's some pretty impressive shit. Even though Her Loss, I mean, honestly, never mind. I like most of it, but he threw us off with that one.
Yeah,
he threw us off with that one.
It's calling my name.
I was gonna say the same. My number 3 is the same as yours, Tyler. So, I just think the fact that he was able to do this whole concept in general, the fact that he completed it in 6 months' time in the year 2022 is just really impressive. Because even though I didn't really care about Honestly Nevermind, it still had songs that was played on the radio for 6 months straight until he dropped a new album.
Yes.
So if he's not the top 3 hip hop artist of the year, I don't know who the fuck that deserves to be in it more. So I give him my number 3 for sure.
Yeah.
What about you,
we
KC?
Kendrick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Very much so.
Yeah.
I'm not going in numerical order.
Let me tell you, him coming back with the Heart Part 5, the video, and then Mr. Miranda Big Steppers. I think that's the best
his concert was just. I wasn't there. I saw it on Amazon.
You watched it on Amazon too? Crazy.
I ain't watched it yet.
That shit was such a fucking
He got the best 2-step
vibe.
of all time. He got the great. Come on,
man.
The clips I've seen, it looks amazing. I just wish I was there.
I mean, but you could tell. I think it's easier for singers and pop stars to give you a concert, right?
Yeah.
But I think as a rapper, it's hard because it's fuck, I'm spitting bars, but I also want to give you an experience. And I felt like he definitely provided an experience and gave the audience what they needed and more, if that makes sense. And I always feel like he delivers. He's somebody, and I think this is a TDE thing. They hold on to their eggs, and then they oh, you're dying of starvation. Here is an egg. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Scissor.
It's a good ass egg. It's
good
one of
ass
the best
egg.
eggs you finna eat.
I mean, crack it open, put that shit on a skillet.
Oh,
Chef's
my
kiss.
goodness.
I could say we can all agree that Kendrick Lamar is in our top 3 for the year.
Yo, big fact.
Yeah, we all okay. Cool. Cause all right, KC. Since me and Tyler got our 2, who's next for you?
Now hip hop, I don't. Oh, that's interesting. Well, okay, so this would be technically 2, but they had a project together.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Quay and Take.
I mean,
that album, I think
Culture.
I'm gonna be honest, and I might say some shit that might ruffle feathers. Culture 3 was meh. It was very meh. We know what they could produce, and I think Culture 3 was just something hey, we ain't made noise in a minute. Let's just put some shit out. And I think the project with Unconfused, that was just the homage they paid to Outkast, the reference, it was just so fucking good. The bars were crazy. And I think obviously, R.I.P. Takeoff, but I think that was his best. And I think out of all 3 of them, obviously Takeoff's the better one, but I think they finally found a way to use Quavo's producing abilities, right? Because I think Quavo got an ear but then also use Takeoff's like rhyme skills. And I think
Well,
it just made for a beautiful collab.
Yeah.
I think that's a good choice. I think I think it should just be Takeoff
Mm,
because
that's fair.
like he's not in my top 3. I have him. I'll have him as an honorable mention. But I think like yeah, he dropped Uncle Neff with Quavo, but then unfortunately his tragic passing, you really got to see the impact he had on the hip hop community.
Yeah.
There wasn't anybody like this was like the first time that an artist who passed away and was tragically taken from us, like you felt the impact in like the hip hop community.
Yeah.
So like everybody was down. Like people who don't even like really like listen to rap and hip hop was like, damn, that's real sad. Like
Yeah.
it was just
That's
like
solid.
he had a huge impact on the year, unfortunately because he passed. So like he deserves
Fair.
to be on the list, but
Yeah.
he's not my top 3, but he's definitely honorable mention.
I like
Definitely
that.
my top
I
3.
like that.
Yeah.
I want to give the third spot is weird because honestly, I feel like Drake and Kendrick is kind of like it's like that's some real easy shit, but they did drop.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm going to say Earth Gang had a solid 2022. I feel like this was really their coming out year.
Mm.
You know, they was really building, especially in those Revenge of the Dreamers tapes. And I just feel like what they did for in Ghetto Gods was, I feel like because they dropped so early, it dropped early in the year, so a lot of people may not have, may have skipped over it, but that was one of the best projects in my opinion. And then what they did on the D-Day mixtape, I think they were solid. It was weird because I was a toss up between any of the Dreamville artists that dropped this year with what's it called, Earth Gang or JID. So it was like, which one. But I felt like Ghetto Gods really set them apart.
See, I'm gonna say JID over Earth Gang simply because JID was on that Ghetto Gods album, and then he was also on that D-Day album, and then he dropped his own album, and like basically the whole year we heard JID.
Yeah,
The whole year from beginning to the end, basically the end, we was listening to JID. We had him in our ears. Now I know I was never the biggest JID fan until this year. Like I like JID. I listened to his music. I respected it. I was just like, there was just nothing for me personally that was like, oh shit, I fuck with JID heavy. Like I'm gonna go listen to a JID song. He used to be like, oh, he's featured. Oh shit, he's gonna drop a fire verse.
yeah.
Or like, every one of his songs popped on, I listened to it. But like, I was never like went out looking for JID's music. And this year is when he did it, for me at least. Like he just from Ghetto Gods to his own album in the Forever Story, he just was just dropping heat. I think he had like the biggest year in my opinion out of everybody, even Drake and Kendrick.
You think JID had the biggest year?
Well, like music wise, like not numbers wise, of course, but like just basically like being hurt. Like maybe it's not the biggest year, but like this was definitely for me. JID's coming out. Like
Yeah, okay. I mean, I think
he
a
was
lot
performing
of
at
the artists,
he performed at some award show.
yeah,
I can't remember. He was performing at the was People's Choice Awards or some shit like that. Or
yeah, I think it was.
one of the
Yeah,
bigger ones. And I'm
yeah.
like, oh, now he's performing at the award shows for the white people. I'm like, oh, he's gonna the people will start recognizing him now.
I think as a whole, this was Dreamville's coming out year.
Yeah.
Like honestly, you could just say Dreamville, like
yeah,
you really wanted to. Even though we ain't get like some of the OGs, we still ain't get Kaz, we ain't get Boz, but to have Ari, Earth Gang, JID, and then get D-Day pretty much all in the same year, it's pretty impressive. And Stick go hard.
Yeah, that song go hard.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, yeah, you're right. I think it should just be Dreamville.
Yeah.
As a collective.
Yeah. That's tough. All right. Mm.
You got 3, Khadijah? Is that or did you say your 3 already?
My third one goes to Glorilla.
I knew you were gonna say that, so I left it for you.
Yeah, Glorilla. Yeah. I was watching this clip of hers on IG of like basically her year recap, and it's insane to think about how it really just take one song to like, you know what I mean? Just if it click, if it's up, it's stuck kind of a thing. And I think I was nervous. I'm not gonna hold you. I kind of heard her early shit, and I was like, all right, cool. And after F&N, I was like, all right, where are we gonna go? Because I hate in rap, like you could go left or you could go right. You know what I mean? Like that one. Trinidad James. I'm sorry, babe, but you know what I mean? It was that one song, but it went left. And so I think Glorilla is like really proven to like make a name for herself. And I think it's dope that like there's more Southern rappers coming out. Now, I don't know if this is because, I've been in Houston for some time, but I think
That's all that's been coming out.
Yeah, that's all the hip hop. Everybody from the South now.
Everybody from the South.
Well, now I feel like at one point it was really New
like
York
that for at least like 20 years. I feel like the last
really
20 years has been
the South. It's really been the South.
Like New York slowly been dying.
Joey Badass still. I mean, he's still.
Well, okay. Let me rephrase. So out of Memphis, I think Atlanta was like the Mecca, and it still is the Mecca, right?
Even
like
J. Cole's from the South,
right? But I think from Memphis, I think we're getting some heat, and I appreciate it. And I also think I like ghetto bitch rap. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
I want my friend that's 6 months pregnant. Come on and twerk on these headlights real quick. Yeah. I got a music video I'm shooting. You know what I mean?
She did have a pregnant woman twerking.
And then her friends who also rap, Shabuya. I mean, the girl was pregnant.
Yeah.
I mean, in the video, I was like, let us see.
But video. Glorilla can actually rap. I gotta get because
she can rap her ass
trying
up.
to listen. I be trying to listen to some.
It's just people get stuck on her voice.
Yeah.
But once you get past her voice, she actually.
I like her voice though. That's the last. And people get stuck on it.
Then
she go hard.
I think that's the shit that pulled me in was her voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
that's what got me because I was like, oh.
From what you say, ghetto bitch rappers.
Toxic situation. Ooh, that was so good. You gotta clip that. That
was good. Go ahead, do it again.
Nah, I think I'm able to get it. Don't make you can't catch lightning in the bottle twice.
Yeah,
you can't catch lightning in the bottle twice.
That was phenomenal. Great.
Man, that was good. You got any honorable mentions?
Honorable mention.
I'm gonna get one more, but go ahead.
I'm gonna have to think.
I feel like we should have just expanded this to artists instead of just hip hop artists.
Well,
okay, wait, hold on. R&B gonna come next. Chill out. You better lay low.
Yeah, I want to give an honorable mention to Vince Staples. I think Ramona Park Broke My Heart was dope, and what he been doing in the media space has been really cool. He was
in Abbott Elementary.
Yeah. Yes, he was.
But his personality is so like
individual.
It's like so him. Like nobody else could do him.
There's nobody like Vince Staples.
Like one of a fucking kind. He was in like a Toyota commercial or some shit like that.
Yes,
I saw a clip of him today. He was doing an interview and he was like, "Hey, being sober is underrated." And then he goes like, "How am I supposed to?" He's like, "How you supposed to go hard? I can't respect you if you getting high and shit, and you ain't doing crack." Like he was like DMX. He was like DMX. DMX was on that poo poo, and he was dropping greatness. If you go do a drug, you gotta do a hard.
He said you gotta pick a hard one.
Yeah, he's like, I can't respect that.
I fucking did. Oh God.
Oh, wow. He a wild man, but his album and shit was good, man. I really
it was good. It was
a great build.
I think it was his best album. I think it was his best one. My opinion.
Yeah. It's a toss up because his last joint, Vince Staples,
was good too. I think this was like tough. These two albums together were his best two.
He's been really in his bag. He's really been in his bag.
You know what it is? I think it's just he changed his beats because he used to have some weird beats, in my opinion.
No, because remember, he used to make the music specifically to get on video games or to be put in commercials. His music.
Oh, I did see that interview where he named that because he was like, "That's where the bread is at."
Yeah.
That's who the people.
It made sense.
Giving them the bag.
Yeah.
So, now looking back at it makes sense. That's why he did that. Because I used to always be like, these are some interesting beats. Like it was never bad. It was just weird. Like I just
he was definitely thinking big picture.
Yeah. I mean, he always look at him.
Seemed like he always has. Yeah.
Yeah.
Different, so.